Guys, this is the very first video of my 15-minute coaching call with you guys out there, and I have I think 10 requests sitting in my inbox, and I'm trying to sort of sort them out. One big problem is that my PC, my laptop has, it's not the fastest one on the planet, and therefore I had a couple of problems, and then I managed to tweak it a little bit. So today the very first call is with Abhijit from India. And this is sort of my introduction to it, so please don't expect too much in terms of quality. The quality is going to be really crap. It's just because all of the setup isn't pro setup in terms of recording. So Abhijit's main question is about binge eating and how to control himself around food. So if you're interested in that, this call is going to really help you out. So stay tuned, and I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, so let's just get started. If you could introduce yourself, that would be cool. Just give me like a rundown, 1 minute. Here we go.
Okay, my name is Abhijit. I'm from India. I'm 21 years age, and I've been following you since your 500 reps.
Thank you for taking the call and opting in for this 15-minute sort of coaching. So you've got 15 minutes. What is sort of the question you have that I can help you with?
Yes, as we left off, so I've been training for 2 years. So my previous gymnasium closed, so I joined a new gym 10 months ago. So now the time I used to hit the weights has shifted from 5 in the evening to 7:30 in the night. So in that time, I have that bad urge to binge it. So I can't really control that. So is there a way to control it?
So just to recap, so your gym closed and you used to work out when, at 5 o'clock, and now you're working out at 7, but because of that, you're starting to binge eat. Is that right?
Yes, in those 2 hours I have nothing to do. I get back home at 4, so 3 hours, nothing to do, no one to speak to, binge it.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Sure. Now, when you say binge eat, first of all, what kind of food are you binging on?
Kebabs, lots of sugar,
Okay.
nuts. So it's like chicken, sugar, and nuts, mostly.
Okay, and how does that affect you? I mean, what kind of effect has this binge eating on you?
So the lean bulk has now turned into a dirty bulk, and now I have gained something like 10 kilos. I'm now 60, yes, I'm now 17% body fat from 10.
17 from 10?
Yes, in a matter of 3-4 months, which is bad, I know.
Okay.
Really, very bad.
Well, that's fine. That's why we're on this call, to figure out what's going on. So one of the things when people start to binge is that you're trying to sort of compensate for something. Meaning, just describe the time for me when you were going to the gym at 5 o'clock. How was your day structured at that point in time?
I used to wake up at 6:30.
Yeah.
Get a bath, have something to eat, most oats, go to the university, get back at 4, rest for an hour, and went to the gym at 5. Walk out for one and a half hour, get back, have something like eggs, and then do my rest of the do and dinner at 11 and off to sleep.
Okay. And in terms of food, generally during that time, how did your food look like? When did you eat the first time, second time, third time, or only once? Or how was your food structured?
It was 4. So first thing in the morning, it was oats. Then in the university, it was mostly eggs and chicken. It was coffee. Then hit the weights, get back. Same oats, eggs, and some chicken. And in the night, it was like what did I have? The same thing like my white rice, some veggies, fish. In night we had fish.
Okay. Um, and in terms of vegetables, do you get any veggies in as well, or is it something you don't like?
No, every time some veggies, some papayas, to carrots, to broccoli, everything, beans, everything.
All right, so you have that.
Legumes are also a good part of our food. So,
Sure, sure. I mean, especially in India, right? Lentils and stuff is a big thing.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Um, Now, before we talk about the actual binging part of things, what is your goal? What is your workout or your personal fitness goal?
so, right now I'm just trying to get stronger, and I followed your 30 days, so I gained some strength. So I'm just trying to, right now, if you say just 10 kilos, I just want to get rid of those 10 kilos. Means my, what should I say, my clothes are not fitting,
Sure.
a bit broken down.
Okay. Fair enough. The reason why I'm asking is because when people say, you know what, I want to, I mean, you get the concept of bulking and cutting and losing weight and gaining weight. Do you know that, or should I just recap that quickly?
Yes, yes, I know.
You know
I
all
know,
of that.
I know, I know.
Okay.
Uh, yes.
Yeah, the reason why I'm asking is because if you now say, well, I still want to gain strength, but I want to lose the weight, they don't go together. You know that, right?
Yes, yeah. After 2 years, it's quite impossible and it's quite irrelevant to think about that.
So for me to understand, you would want to, first of all, in the first instance, lose the weight and then gain strength. Is that right?
Yes, completely.
Okay. And your problem is you're binging between, what is it, 4 to 7 o'clock?
Very much.
Okay.
It's taking up.
Now, let's have a look at when did that start? When did you start binging?
So I cut down to 10% body fat, thanks to sculpting. I got to know that, and then bulk a bit. So I was bulking, and then this gym closed, and then 3 hours nothing to do. So I slowly started eating some, then got some, more some, whole some, a lot of some.
When you were sort of focusing, I mean, it sounds like you're putting it to the time of the opening of the gym. It sounds like, okay, because the gym isn't open at 5, it's at 7, that's why I'm binging.
Yes, it's right now that got back from the university, not feeling like reading, so a bit hungry. So used to have coffee, which used to suppress the appetite. Now it's also has reduced that effect drastically.
Right. So what do you think are your options? What do you think you could do about it?
Um, I don't know. I'm trying to keep myself busy, but it's taking. I can't really control the emotions right now. Means I'm getting angry. Just out of myself, just unable to control those things. When just and I just see that it's 5:30. It's just like I can't control. I need to eat. Just like that, like a psychopath.
But in general, I understood that concept, and I think emotions are part of it. But if you had the chance to sort of change something, what would you change? What would you want to do?
Uh, Maybe shift the workout to early in the morning, or I don't know, maybe just somehow control that sugar. It's just pure refined I'm having at that time, which is really with that.
I mean, one good thing is that you're aware of it. A lot of people are not aware of what they're eating, and it seems like you have a good grasp of what are carbs, what is, sugar, and all the stuff which isn't as good for you, which is it's a starting point.
Yes, you see, I have tried to track down, been trying to control these things for the last 2 months, but I just can't control. 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, then again it's back to those things.
Okay.
Stacking has also just gave up.
And why do you think that is?
You know, once I started losing weight. I'm happy. First week 2 to 3 kilos, then it's half a kg, half a kg. Then when I just got struck, I just feel like, all right, maybe I need to put something. And then I had, say, a cookie. Now slowly it becomes 2 cookies, and just I feel like, all right, I have lost 3 kilos. Let's eat. Now that span increases to 3 days, and I'm back to those 7 kilos back again. From 72 to 75 kilos in 3 days back again.
Now, I mean, there are a couple of things which come to mind. One thing could be that you're cutting too drastically, so you're changing your diet in a way that is not sustainable for you. That's how it sounds to me, because you're craving foods you shouldn't be craving once you're on a diet. I mean, normally what happens is that you might feel like you need a refeed day at one point. Let's say 4 weeks, 6 weeks into your diet, it feels like you want to have a bit of carbs because you're losing strength in the gym and so on. That makes sense. But I think I told you about cheat days as well. If you are this kind of person who eats a cookie and can't control themselves because they're then going to eat the whole box and then fall off the wagon and then it's over, then cheat days aren't for you.
Somehow I need to break that plateau. So once, just like 75 to 72 in 3 weeks, and then I just can't lose that. I get frustrated and then just let go.
But generally speaking, when you think about yourself, what motivates you to keep going?
The people around me, the vibe is really positive around me, but it's just me that I can't just keep it up. I just lose that grip.
Okay. And when you think about yourself, I mean, you know yourself the best, right? I don't know you, and lots of people who are watching you, they don't know you. So if you would need to tell me, Mark, this is what really motivates me, what is
it? Continuous progress and the man in the mirror.
When you think of that person you want to be, can you tell me, if you could imagine now, you've reached that person, the man in the mirror, you look like that person, you've got abs and you've got everything you have. Just tell me about that. How does that feel being that person?
It feels very happy, rejuvenating, and just bright. Just light, mind is cleared and feel, what should I say, happy, satisfied.
That sounds good. It sounds like something you want. And here's a little exercise you can do which really helps you. And that is that when you get up in the mornings, or when you feel like you're about to do what you do, like binge eat or whatever it is, you close your eyes and you imagine being that person you already want to be, the guy with the six-pack, the guy with all the way you want to look like, and then say to yourself, what would that person do?
No, Mark. It's not about having this six-pack. It's about staying happy the way I look. Six-pack is not necessary. It's about looking a certain way that makes me happy.
Okay. Fair enough. Then let's take that person that makes you happy. Just think of that person. And how would that person act at 5 o'clock when they come home?
The first thing is, would surely make the bed, which is in a mess when I leave. Sit down, have a cup of coffee, assess the day, think about what went right, what I did wrong, where I behaved, impolitely. Just try to assess and make things right the next day. It doesn't happen. Learn and move on.
How does that sound to you?
Refreshing. A little preachy, a little preachy, a little preachy.
But you basically just gave yourself the answer. Did you notice that?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and I said, so what would that person do when they come home at 5 o'clock? And you just told me what you would do. You would come home, you would make your bed, you make your coffee, you would sit down, reflect, see what you've done right and what you've done wrong, and so on and so forth. So you exactly know what to do if you want to be that person, and that is what you have to do.
Okay, makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
no worries. All right. Well, thank you for coming onto this call. I hope this helped you a little bit by controlling your mind. I know it's one of the most difficult things in sort of getting to where you want to be into your happy place and the way you look. But just think of if that's the one thing you take away from today is think of being that person today and start acting like that person would act every single day.
Okay. So it's about taking one day at a time.
Yes, absolutely. Don't think too far ahead.
Thank you.
No.
And I really liked your vlogs.
Okay.
I really learned a lot from them.
Yeah.
Answering all those comments that I put
Great.
every now and then.
Yes. Very good. Happy to have you on there. Keep asking questions. I keep answering them. Awesome. I'm looking forward to your 10-week program. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, both of us.
Yes.
Same wagon.
Okay, great. Awesome. Well, thank you for taking time, and I'll see you around.
Okay. Have a great day.